Hey guys, Steph Gamer here, and I'm here basically wanting to give an update, I guess. Um, as you can probably see, my game is not Steph Gamer anymore, it's Steph Creative Gamer, and that's because I know it was kind of hard for my friends and family and stuff to find my channel, because when they search for Steph Gamer, they'd see like 4 other ones before. Now it's like 3 other ones. I'm not sure anymore. So decided to go with Steph Creative Gamer. Hopefully that will kind of help it. I don't know. I'm still trying to think of a name if I end up changing it. But yeah. Also, I haven't really done gaming or pretty much any videos at all. That's because I've been busy. And also because I didn't know what to do for my channel. Because at first I wanted to do gaming, but then the commentary was hard for me, especially because sometimes I'd record myself and I could see myself and I would just get super shy and I wouldn't be able to talk that well because I was just shy the entire time. And I also used to sing and do covers, but I don't have that great of a microphone for it. So yeah. But now I'm doing speed arts or speed paints, whatever you want to call them. I'm most likely gonna stick with that for now. I might do some gaming here and there when I feel like it and when I'm comfortable with it. Because I enjoy it. I want to post things that I enjoy doing on the channel, so it's probably all over the place, which some people might not like, but it's just to like share my way of doing things, I guess you can say. And it's not just gonna be for this video that I'm gonna be talking. I'm sorry that I keep on saying because I'm trying to go through my head, figure out everything that I was gonna say. But I know I'm talking for this video, but it's not just gonna be for this one, it's also gonna be for the future speed paints or whatever you want to call them once again. Because it's hard to find, at least for me, it's hard to find like video game or musics you hear every day that aren't copyright to put on the speed paints. And since I have that problem, I've been putting Nightcore ones because apparently those aren't really copyright. Some are, some aren't, which makes no sense to me, but whatever. And I managed to put those, but sometimes I can't find more or they're copyright and stuff like that, so I have to just repeat the ones that I already put, and that probably gets a little annoying. So I decided to take advice of some YouTubers that I watch, some artist YouTubers, and talk over it. Although sometimes it's a little random what they talk about, but whatever. I'm all over the place for sure for this video. I also like to say, putting the channel stuff aside, I think I don't have anything else to say about the channel. If I do, I'll say it somewhere in the middle of all this. But I have been not doing that much speed paints for quite a while. That's because I didn't have a tablet. I didn't have a Wacom tablet, anything like that. The only way that I draw would be on my mouse pad. So I'd get sometimes frustrated with how it would turn out because it didn't look that nice. I had to use the side pressuring thing to get those thickness and thinnesses and all that stuff. Don't even think that word exists, but whatever. Thicknesses is. But now I have a UG tablet, which I'm happy about. It's actually really nice. And I'm starting to draw a lot more digitally because I'm new to it. I can draw traditionally really well. I'll take my time. I'll take like 6 hours if I want to just to finish something. And the thing about my speed paints, well, probably not all of them, but like this one, I did it for a couple of days. I didn't do it all in one day. Did a little bit when I got, I wouldn't say bored of it, but when I got tired, I stopped. Well, went ahead and do my other things, and if I want to do it later on that day, I do. If not, I'll do it the next day. The reasoning is because first of all, it's not good for you to stare at the screen for so long. So that's one of the reasons. But the other reason is also because I like to do it, leave it how it is. Then the next day, go come back to it and look at it again, because sometimes you'll have a different perspective of it and you'll see if it looks nice, because sometimes you're doing it when you're tired from the day or whatever, so it might look nice, but then the next day you hate it type of thing. So I like doing that. And this one for me, it took like I think it was almost 6 hours, 5 something, so I say it's almost 6 hours. But that's basically because I tried to do a different style. I normally use the thick thin lines. This time I use it pretty much always super thin lines, and I thought it actually looked quite decent. It's a lot different to what I'm used to, so I liked it. The only thing that I have to work on, well, not the only thing, but one of the things I have to work on is face shapes. I don't know how to do a variety of them if I don't have reference. If I do it realistically, like drawing one of my family members' faces, I can do it amazingly. But if I try to make them into a cartoon, I have no clue how I'm going to draw their face. So I've been looking at Draw with Jazz's work and all that to get ideas, kind of understand what I could do to learn how to do all that. Because, like, you know, for guys, they normally have those, well, not all guys, but normally for anime guys, they have like a sharper jawline. I try to do that, and it doesn't work out. But that's because I was so used to drawing more feminine guys or just girls. So I'm not used to drawing bad guys or manly mans and all of that. So it's interesting for me to try and figure out how to draw it. I did manage to figure out how to draw more of a mean eye for a guy, which I got super happy about. I was so proud of myself to figuring that out. Also, sorry, silence for a bit. I also went ahead and tried to do that coloring outline, which I never really ever did. I always kept it black, but I tried to do it in a slightly darker color than what it is, and it actually turned it out nice, in my opinion. Probably some parts I should have done it a little darker and stuff, but I was experimenting, so didn't have to do it that well. And another thing you'll see later on in the video is the backgrounds I have to work on. Backgrounds, I don't think they were that great, in my opinion. I mean, they're not bad, but they're also not that great. Sometimes they fit in, sometimes not. But I tried to mess around. The shading that I did for Link was something that I'm not used to doing, so that was pretty cool to experiment with. And then I did like a light shining on him, like little fairy flies. Fireflies, my bad. That's what you call them, fireflies. Also, for those that don't know, I'm almost 18, and I basically I'm looking for something to do as a job. I'm trying to look for artist things, trying to sell. Well, first of all, I have to practice first, then be able to sell all of my arts and stuff like that. I mean, some people have wanted it even before I actually got good, so that was nice. But then again, they were traditional things. They were actually on canvases and stuff like that, so it's a lot more decent. It's not my horrible digital art. So, yeah, I've been looking through that. I've been busy with trying to look for jobs and all of that stuff. All of the life things that people do that is kind of boring. But hopefully I do get into this, into doing these speed paints. I mean, I love doing the speed paints, but hopefully I get into voicing over them. Although I don't really know what to talk about, so I kind of go all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. But I'll have to get used to it somehow, and the best way out is to actually do this. But the thing is, I've been talking for like 10 or 11 minutes, and this video is for 21 minutes. I don't know what to talk about anymore. Jeez Louise, how do people do this? I don't know what to talk about. Oh, well, I could talk about the game. The reason that I did this drawing, first of all, is because of the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. Although, in a way, it's not new anymore because it already came out like a long time ago. Don't remember when it came out, but that's pretty much because I don't have the game. The game didn't really come out here where I live. Then, again, it's like, we don't even have a Nintendo Switch here. But I have the Wii U, so I could get the game for the Wii U. But no game, so I can't play it. Which is sad because the game looks really fun. And I love that how you can get to cook, and it's an open world, and there's like a lot of outfits, like this one that I drew. And all that. So it looks like it's a lot funner. I mean, I love Zelda games. I'm addicted to it. It's one of the games that from my childhood that stayed with me. So it was super fun seeing that they were coming out with a game for an open world instead of the normal Zelda games that where you were like really strict on where you could stay. But I think they announced the game coming out for the 16th. I think they announced it on the 2015th, I think it was, something like that. So I was so hyped that it was gonna come, I think around my birthday, I think it was in the 16th, and then they're like, nope, we're coming out now with the new console, Nintendo Switch. So you guys are gonna have to wait for Zelda. It's like, no, why did you do this to me? I wanted to play the game so badly and they hold it off, which was kind of annoying for me. But since I'm talking about video games, I can just talk about other ones too. Why not? I mean, like, Nintendo has went to a whole another stage, I guess you could say, for Zelda, which I like. Probably some people don't like it, but I've stuck to Zelda ever since it came out, which probably sounds weird because I'm kind of young, but yes, I have played each and every single Zelda game. Even the oldest one. All those little like pixelated ones. So like comparing it to where it got today, it's insane. From pixelated it went into quite okay graphics, then the graphics were keep on getting better, and now it's an open world and it looks really cool. In all honesty, I love the art and the story. Well, I don't know much about it because I don't play it, unfortunately, but I was thinking, I don't know if Nintendo has ever thought of this or will think of this, but wouldn't it be cool if sooner or later they did virtual reality and Zelda was one of the games for it? So you would be Link, you'd be in the eyes of Link, and you'd be battling all of those mini bosses, those bosses, and all the little bad guys and stuff like that. I think it would be cool, and also like when you're jumping off of places and lighting, or basically falling. And I think it would be so fun, especially if they do it for Skyward Sword. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but if they did it nicer, I guess. I think people didn't like it just because of the way that the sword act. But for me, it was completely fine. But that was probably because I'm left-handed. And some people don't know this, but Link was originally left-handed until they discovered that most of the players that play the game are actually right-handed. So they switched it, which kind of sucks. But whatever. But I think it would be fun. Like Skyward Sword in virtual reality. I think that would be really cool. Because it's just like all in the sky and you're flying around and stuff like that. I think it would be really fun. That would be cool. Nintendo should probably do that in the future. It'd be nice. I mean, come on, who wouldn't? I mean, everybody's starting to like virtual reality, and I'm sorry that I'm talking all over the place. It's because I think about multiple things and then I don't know when to talk about them, so I just talk about it at the moment, and then I'm all over the place. Yay. But I think it would be cool. I haven't tried a virtual reality yet. I really hope I can someday, because it seems so fun. I mean, who wouldn't like it? I find it super fun. For sure other people do too. And I don't know if I talk about this or if my audio got chopped off. It did at one point, but I don't know which point it did. Cause my recording and the SpeedPAint were all fuzzy. So I'll just say it, and if I already said it, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But I did color in the line art, which is different, something I haven't done before. But then again, the SpeedPAint was just to experiment different types of styles that I've seen and to see if I like it. I did like it. The coloring outlines, it wasn't that bad. It looked nice. For some situations it will look nice, so I appreciated that I experiment with it. And I have to work on the face shapes. I have to know how to do more of a manly one, like a sharper jaw and all that. For some reason I can't get the hang of it. And also work on backgrounds. I'm not that good with it. Well, it's probably not that because I'm not that good. I could probably be good at it, but I focus so much on the character or whatever I'm drawing that then when it comes to doing the background, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Let's just add a bunch of colors in the background, and there you go. Because recently what I've been doing was add kind of a random color basically in the background, then go over it with the paper brush or an airbrush, whatever, to lighten up or bring light shining on the person or whatever, and then adding like bubbles or whatever. So, and here I was messing around with the multiplier thing. I don't know what it's called. Let me check since site is open. The mode was on multiply, which is something that I've seen a lot of people recommend, but I've never done it. So I was confused on how to do it. You saw me first like color it in completely, then going and erasing, which I've seen some people do, but then I was like, it doesn't really work out for him right now. So I did the opposite. I just colored him in instead. And then when I noticed it got really thick lines around him, so I tried to erase it, or at least make it neater, because it looked really weird him having some thick outlines of blue around him. Yeah, I mean, at the end, I think he looked quite okay. I mean, it doesn't really look like Link, but that's probably kind of my fault. I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, it was fun. And I hope I'll be able to keep on doing this for the rest of my videos. And, well, that's the end of it.